I went to the Riftbound Atlanta Regional Qualifier. The only problem was, I haven't played any of the Spirit Forged meta. Okay, well that's not entirely true. Recently, I helped demo Riftbound at PAX East, and I managed to get quite a few games in there during the downtime. However, the Houston Regional Qualifier, back in Set 1, was the last time I was truly able to grind the game. And if that's not enough, I was already locked in to one of the best decks in the room, Irelia. I got lucky enough to pull the overnumbered Irelia Fervent in my first box of Spirit Forged. So, at that moment, I decided if I was going to play anything in this set, it was going to be her. And if all that wasn't enough, all of the practice that I got was before the recent ban list. So you could say, I was feeling pretty confident. Waking up Friday morning, I was ready to start grinding. I had 2 goals for the day. Number 1, play in enough side events that I was able to get the Atlanta pin off of the prize wall. And number 2, get at least a little bit of practice with my deck. I was gonna need it. Goal number 1 was no problem at all. There were a ton of side events and they were filling up quickly. In no time, I had my entire day scheduled, starting with free-for-all. Now, I expected it to be just a single game, but they actually put us in a pod of 8, and we played 2. I did manage to win one of them. After that, we moved on to draft, and it was a ton of fun. And again, I was surprised. They put us in a pod of 8, and I assumed that's who we would be playing against. However, after we finished our draft, they just split us up, and we played against anybody within I think there was over 100 people there. Now, even though I didn't win all my matches, I still had a great time. I managed to put together a list with Ornn, Shirelias, and Drop Borders, so when I got that combo together, I was flying all over the battlefield. The last event of the day was a Super Nexus Night, which is a 4-round best-of-1 constructed tournament, which was going to give me the chance to fulfill goal number 2.
All right, this is going to mark the end of day 1. Played a lot of Riftbound games. Started with draft, then we started with free-for-all, then we played draft, finished it out with the Super Nexus 9. That was pretty fun. Won 2 of my games, got some prize wall tickets, lost the other 2, but that's okay, because in the last round they did a raffle, and we won. We got Set the Boss figure, so I think I won the whole tournament already, but we'll see you tomorrow. Got our deck list submitted, had to have that done by midnight, so that's good to go. About to eat some pizza, go to bed, and then try out for the tournament tomorrow. We'll see.
I woke up Saturday morning and I was starting to feel the nerves. This is the day that everything would be put to the test. There were 8 rounds of play and I had to win 6 of them to move on to day 2. But luckily for me, the first round went about as good as it could. I sat down for round 1 and my opponent was so nice. We had a great conversation about some of the other games that we played, and the actual match itself was just as fun. He was playing Ornn, which was a deck that I had not played against at all, but I still managed to take the win, even after throwing game 2. This win actually calmed a lot of my nerves for the rest of the day, and I realized that I was just there to have fun. I didn't practice enough to really be super competitive, so I didn't have anything to be nervous about. But that doesn't mean that I didn't want to win. Little did I know though, my lack of practice was about to catch up to me in a big way.
So that is the end of round 2. We lost 0-2 against a set. They played very well, and I really didn't have an answer for them. It seemed like they were able to spam out so many units so quickly. I mean, by turn 3, I'm still setting up, barely getting Irelia out. They've already got 4 points, and they can just, Hold the Weak or Hidden Blade and kill. Didn't really find my counter spells to be able to answer that. So it was a little bit rough, but that's okay. We're 1-1. We will see how the rest of the day goes.
This loss was the beginning of the end for me. I just wasn't confident in my yellow matchup. Between their early game aggression and the ability to effortlessly kill the already small number of units that I play, I just didn't have a good game plan, especially not without practicing for it. So naturally, it was time to enter the yellow bracket. I'm not sure why the universe had it out for me that day, but as fate would have it, I would play only yellow decks for the rest of the day. Round 3, Rek'Sai. Round 4, Rek'Sai. Round 5, Leona. All losses, and it wasn't even close. It was round 6 before things started to look up. Aurora Garen. Yellow deck number 5, but this time, stars aligned.
All right, we finally broke the curse. We got a win, and against a yellow deck. It's probably like my 4th one in a row, but we finally broke the curse. We played against Aurora Garen. Now, it's still a little bit of a hard matchup because they get to have the Harness Dragon and still just play the same game plan of snipe my one unit, but I found all 3 GAs, and then in game 2, I guess they just never found Aurora because they never played it. I had Adaptatron ready the whole time, but never had to worry about it. So we'll take that, and we will see you at the end of round 7.
At this point, I had a record of 2 wins and 4 losses, but there were still 2 rounds left in the day. If I could manage to win both of those, I would at least finish with an even score, which is right in the middle and respectable for no practice.
All right, so this is the end of round 7. We did not have to play. Our opponent did not show up, so we're gonna take this time and let's go take a look at some of the vendors.
Finally, after 7 rounds and upwards of 9 hours of play, there was only one match left. One last hurdle standing in my way between 4 wins and 4 losses. A respectable score. One last glorious battle that will decide the fate of my entire... They didn't show up. Now, while I would have liked to play out the last couple of my games so I could say that I earned my score, sometimes you just have to take your breaks where you get them. The final day was much more laid back. I spent most of the time just enjoying being there and finishing up some side quests that I hadn't had the time to do on the other days, like picking up some gifts, meeting up with some of the other creators like Brodenkainen, Nova, and Glitched Goober, who had these custom-made cards that looked incredible, and doing some shopping to pick up some missing pieces in my collection. I also finally got to play some 1v1s against my friends who were there to see who was the best of the losers. All in all, even though I didn't place particularly well in the main event, I still had an amazing time. I've been lucky enough to attend 2 of these regional qualifiers so far, and am excited to attend as many as I can in the future. If you're a fan of League of Legends, trading card games, or just hanging out in a space where people are passionate about the thing that they enjoy, I would definitely recommend picking up the game and giving it a try. And if you enjoy it, definitely make your way to one of these regional qualifiers, because there's really nothing else like it. The show, the excitement, and the camaraderie really can't be beat. I'm James from Response on Play, and if you'd like to see more content like this, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help. I'm so excited for Unleashed, and I'm definitely planning to practice before my next event. Until then, see you on the Rift.